What is going on, YouTube? Hope you guys are all having a great day so far. Today we're here to talk about the Montreal Canadiens, and we're going to be previewing the game between the Canadiens and the Seattle Kraken tonight. And we're going to talk about today's Habs news and rumors. So yeah, the Canadiens are facing the Seattle Kraken tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. They're going to be wearing the reverse retro. Will they be able to break out the curse? Well, it's going to be difficult against a really good Kraken team with a lot of depth and a lot of 30-point scorer. I think they have 30-plus point scorer. They don't have any guys at the top of the leagues for goals or assists or nothing, but they're really efficient and they have a lot of players getting a lot of points, so that's good. They're now 12th in the National Hockey League. They are almost tied with the Tampa Bay Lightning. So yeah, they're as good as the Tampa Bay Lightning so far this season. So it's going to be a big challenge for the Montreal Canadiens. Andre Burakovsky is their best player with 32 points in 38 games. Jared McCann has 19 goals. He also has 30 points. Jordan Eberle has 31. So they have a lot of depth scoring, and it's going to be really difficult for the young Canadiens. Suzuki's still the best in points for the Canadiens with 34 points in 40 games. Caulfield has 23 goals. Will he be able to beat his record from last year? He had 23 goals last year also. So if he can get a goal tonight, it would be his best season in goals so far in the National Hockey League. So yeah, Canadiens are going to be playing against the Seattle Kraken, and they're going to try to win a second game in a row for the first time since November. Yes, since November. That's rough. Really, really rough. So, yeah, the lineup for the Canadiens tonight, almost the same as the last two games. Caulfield, Suzuki, Doc, Dadonov, Evans, Armia, Sofkovsky, Dvorak, Henderson. The only changes are on the fourth line. Michael Pezzetta is with Jonathan Drouin, but instead of Anthony Richard, Mike Hoffman is now back in the lineup. I'm not going to lie, I kind of forgot that Mike Hoffman was even on the team. Yeah, he's there instead of Anthony Richard. And like we've talked about in the last review, Anthony Richard only played 4 minutes in last game. So, yeah, he might get sent down to the AHL really, really soon. I know that Rem Pitlick is absolutely killing it in the AHL at the moment. So they might call him back instead of Richard. And yeah, like you guys saw by the title and thumbnail, I'm going to talk a lot about Anthony Richard in this video. It sucks for Anthony Richard because he's been tearing it apart in the AHL. He had a heck of a season in the AHL. He scored his first goal in the National Hockey League with the Canadiens in a game, I think it was versus the Dallas Stars. He's fast. He has a nice shot, but I don't think that he's an NHLer, let's be honest. If you want Anthony Richard to be efficient, you need to have him on the top six playing an offensive role, because Anthony Richard is not a defensive player, but he's not better than the players that are in the top six as of right now. He's not better than Anderson. He's not better than Sofkovsky. He's not better than Caulfield. He's not better than Doc. He's not better than Suzuki. So you kind of can't put him on the top six because he's not talented enough to be on an NHL top six. And when he's playing on a bottom six role, playing a defensive role, he's a liability. So Anthony Richard is just another player that is not capable of adapting his play style for the NHL. We've seen a lot of players do it, players that were offensive players that had to go for a change and become defensive players, and that's how they've been able to stay in the NHL. But Anthony Richard keeps on trying to do offensive plays when he's in a defensive role, and he becomes a liability on the ice. Yes, he's fast. Yes, he has good hands. Yes, he has a good shot. His hockey IQ is a bit slow. Sometimes he doesn't see the play that he needs to see. I really like the guy, but I just think that he's another type of player that's just too good for the AHL, but not good enough for the NHL. A bit like Daniel Carr, Charles Hudon, all of those guys that have been killing it in the AHL. They've been dominating the AHL, but are never capable of getting good minutes in the NHL because they're just not good enough to play in an offensive role in an NHL team. So that sucks for him, but I don't think that he's caliber to play in the National Hockey League. I've made multiple videos talking about the fact that they should call him back, but I think the experience didn't work, and they might just send him to the AHL, get some minutes, get his confidence back, and maybe try him later off this season when some players are going to get traded, when there's going to have more place in the lineup. But as of right now, I think that he's better off in the AHL than playing 4 minutes in the NHL on a fourth line, because he's useless on a fourth line like he is. So yeah, the defensive pairings are almost the same. Edmondson with Savard, Harris with Kovacevic, Jack-Eye with Wideman, Jake Allen gets the start. So yeah, what are my predictions for tonight? I think the Canadiens are going to play a good game. I don't think they're going to get dominated, but I don't think that they're going to be winning this game either, because the way the Seattle Krakens play, they play with 4 lines, they play with all their defensemen, and the lack of depth and the lack of experience at the blue line for the Canadiens, I think, is what's gonna get at them. Jake Allen struggles at the bell center also, so I'm gonna say the Habs are gonna be able to score goals. I think that Joel Armia is gonna get another one. I think that Suzuki's gonna get one, and I think that Caulfield's gonna get one, and a 5-3 loss for the Canadiens. So 5-3 loss for the Canadiens. Armia, Caulfield, and Suzuki gets the goal. 2 assists for Kirby Dach. That's my prediction. Give me yours in the comments below. It's been your boy Tropical Habs. I'll see y'all later for another video. Have a nice rest of your day. Enjoy the game tonight, and I'll see y'all for a Habs review tonight after the game. Subscribe and leave a like if you don't want to miss that video, and bye-bye.